How's it? Welcome back. So another person I've been commenting with back and forth on the channel here recently about this whole hypnagogic space, but specifically having to do with where your eyes or your attention is placed behind your closed eyes as you're lying down waiting to fall asleep and sinking towards this whole stage one of sleep thing. Where for me personally, I like my eyes to be like either dead center or slightly downward, but I have heard it mentioned in other places, and the person I was talking with, she specifically called out this person, Jose Silva. And I definitely didn't hear it from him. It was from one of the books, but they were recommending to look like slightly upwards. And now personally, I don't like to do that because it feels like when I'm totally relaxed, right? My eyes are relaxed, my face is relaxed, my whole body is relaxed. My eyes seem to kind of default to like straight out or slightly downwards. And I theorized in like one of my older videos where I specifically talked about this. That was because my head's on a pillow, so my head's kind of up, so it's going to make my eyes kind of look more downwards. But I don't like looking slightly up. To me, it just kind of, it takes effort, right? That's not where my eyes naturally want to go. And then, you know, when you're trying to sink down into sleep, you want as little effort as possible. So preferably I like straight out or slightly down. But also when I was playing around last night with this whole blue sky thing as well, I was playing around with trying to deepen the state purposefully, right? And so what I found is as you're kind of looking down, if you can kind of, this also lines up with my whole play dead technique, but like at a certain point, you just try to completely relax and play dead and almost like you're going to collapse forward like this, even though you're lying down. And you can get this kind of sense and movement of almost like you're rolling forward. And you can use that to deepen the state. It's like it just kind of, I don't know why it works, but it does seem to kind of just get you deeper into it. I mean, it's similar to like the OBE technique where you try to roll out of your body, right? So it's got a very similar vibe and sense to it like that. But for me, I was having a lot of success last night with this rolling forward sensation. Something else I noticed, and I don't think I've ever specifically noticed this before until last night, but when I would get into this deeper state, and it wasn't always synced up with the rolling forward thing. Sometimes it was just as I was seeing these silhouettes pop out in this bluish background, just as I would like kick into a deeper stage of sleep, or like my brain waves changed, I'm not sure. But I'd feel like this kind of energy kind of like going from like almost like one ear to the other ear and like arcing over my head, kind of behind this like high point in the back of my head. And yeah, it was just something strange. It was not something I ever noticed before. It was like a different level of relaxation, but it was only like boom, this tingling feeling just kind of come up like right through like that. So that was interesting. I think I'll be playing around with that more, you know, in the next few days and see if I can notice anything else interesting from it. But yeah, just a quick video there, something else I thought I would throw in. And until the next video, keep your hypnagogic meditation practice legit.